by Jacob Kilbride. The match Halifax RLFC travel to the Tetley Stadium to face Dewsbury Rams tomorrow afternoon, knowing that a victory would see them overtake Leigh Centurions in 5th place in the Betfred Championship table. Halifax, who currently sit 6th in the league standings, would go 2 points ahead of Leigh in 5th and level on points with 4th-placed London Broncos, with the two aforementioned sides in Challenge Cup action against one another this weekend. This fixture is the rearranged one from Easter Monday, when the match was postponed due to poor weather conditions. Form guide facts hold the upper hand in the form guide between the two clubs, having won 5 of their last 6 in the league and on a run of 3 successive victories after triumphs over Barrow Raiders, London Broncos and Swinton Lions, all at the MBI Stadium. Meanwhile, opponents Dewsbury have lost all of their last half a dozen matches in all competitions and haven't registered a victory since a 20-0 win over winless bottom club Swinton Lions back in February. The Rams have fared better on home soil as of late, with 2 of their 3 wins being at the Tetley Stadium, whilst also boasting a couple of wins each over Toulouse and Batley at home last term. Team news: Halifax are in line to hand new signing Quentin Laludigaga a debut with the club after joining from Toronto Wolfpack earlier this week. For more details, click here. The Samoan international, who scored 20 times for Toronto in League One last year, agreed a deal until the end of the season on Thursday and comes straight into the 19-man squad. However, Richard Marshall confirmed that Ben Heaton, James Woodburn-Hall and Ed Barber won't feature due to injuries, whilst Adam Tangata and Harry Kidd remain longer-term absentees. Dewsbury have also made a signing this week, as Hull FC teenage centre Cameron Scott is set for a first appearance with the Rams after joining on a month's loan this week. Head-to-head, Halifax have had the better of Dewsbury in the most recent meetings between these two sides, winning 6 of their last 7 against the Rams. Last year, Halifax completed the double over Dewsbury after recording a 34-6 win at the MBI in April and then sealing a 36-18 victory a month later at the Tetley Stadium. Centre Steve Tyrer also scored 34 points against the Rams last year, and, after scoring 4 times in his last 3 matches, he'll be looking to extend his fine form this weekend. Familiar faces facts are also likely to come up against a trio of former players when they make the trip to Dewsbury, with Rob Werency, Gareth Moore and Martin Riley in the Rams squad in last week's defeat to Toronto Wolfpack. Winger Werency played almost 150 times for Halifax during 3 separate spells with the club, before leaving to join Dewsbury in the off-season, where he has since scored 4 times in 8 matches this year. Half-back Moore and forward Riley also face Halifax for the first time, with Moore scoring 143 during his short spell with Fax, whilst Riley played twice wins over Whitehaven and Batley last year. For Halifax, back rower Shane Grady spent 2 years with Dewsbury before joining Fax, whilst Ben Johnston and Brandon Douglas have also appeared for the Rams in loan spells. Halifax RLFC squad: Chester Butler, Brandon Douglas, Jacob Fairbank, Dan Fleming, Shane Grady, James Green, Simon Grease, Ben Johnston, Sion Jones, Ben Kay, Quentin Laludigaga, Wilmar, Connor McGrath, Brandon Moore, Elliot Morris, Scott Morrill, James Saltonstall, Will Sharp, Steve Tyrer. What Richard Marshall says: Dewsbury will be very competitive. We know a little bit about them and their strengths. We're looking to exploit a few of their weaknesses, which will be difficult because it's a difficult place to go and play. I hope our supporters get on board this week because they've been fantastic at home this season. What Quentin Laludigaga says: it's going to be a tough test. I think you can tell from the weekend against Swinton, who are sitting last. Every championship team are a tough test. If we turn up with the right attitude, execute our plays well, then hopefully we'll get the win.